Hi guys, thank you so much for jumping on tonight's call. So today is going to be a little different than our usual calls, but also tonight is the last call for the 3 vital behaviors training. So we're really excited. This is the last week of the 21 day. And we are really excited that, you guys have been participating, that you've been connecting, and that you've been doing the assignments. So today we're going to do a little bit something different. And I know that I've done with my team, I've done this with you guys. I know Melanie has done it with her team, but we wanted to join forces to do it together just in case you guys had questions. And I want to talk about reverse engineering your goals. And reverse engineering your goals in Beachbody is really, really important. And sometimes we think that a goal is so big that we actually paralyze and we don't move forward to achieve it because we don't even know how to get there. So today we're going to talk about how you're going to break it into pieces, into, action items, basically. And it's really simple. And it can be really done not just in Beachbody. It can obviously be done in your fitness program. It can be done in life. It can be done at work. And we just wanted to discuss that. So I'm going to share my screen. And then once we do that, I'm going to pass it over to Melanie, and then we'll have an announcement after that. So can you see my screen? Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Mama, pumpkin.
Ooh.
Mama, pumpkin.
So I'm going to do goal settings. And we're going to reverse engineer two ranks, basically. So I'm going to start off with this. A dream written down with a date becomes a goal. A goal broken down into steps becomes a plan. A plan backed by action makes your dreams come true. I'm pretty sure everyone here has heard of SMART in some capacity. I heard of SMART when I was working in HR, and we did a lot of goal setting with our employees. Jorge just showed me his SMART goal setting document from work as well. And if you haven't, SMART is basically an acronym that refers to your goals being specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. So in terms of specific, you want to be able to answer the W questions: the who, the what, the where, the when, the which, the why. One of the important ones is the why. I feel that and I think you guys have heard this since your very first day in becoming a coach, is if you don't know what your why is in anything you do related to Beachbody or just in general. You guys need, okay, hang hang on a sec. Okay. All right. So I muted everyone. So I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So back to SMART goals. So if you don't have your why, then it's going to be very hard for you to push towards any goal. So what I have done with all of my coaches, and I want you guys to do the same, is if you're going for diamond, for example, right, then you need to attach a reason to why you're going for diamond. Because if you don't know why you're going towards diamond, then it's not important. And if you know what that's going to do for you and your family, then it becomes something that you can definitely work towards. And it has a meaning behind it. And it can be, It can be anything that, you know, your income is going to increase, and you can pay a class for your son or daughter, or it can be that it's going to help, you know, towards a tuition, or it's going to pay an extra bill in the home. Whatever it is, you have to attach a why, a reason to it. Same thing, you know, not just for Diamond, but any rank advancement or anything that you're working towards in this business has to have a reason. So start there and make sure that, you know, you're very specific when you are setting that goal, whatever you're setting. Measurable, that's the M. Attainable, realistic. And when it comes to realistic, I want you to, sometimes we don't set big goals because we think it's too big to attain. And it really has nothing to do with how big a goal is. It really has everything to do with your willingness to work towards that goal. So if you're willing and able to work towards that goal, then it's realistic. So it can be, you know, sometimes if you're an emerald and you think about being elite, you know, when we know that to be elite, you have to have 5 stars, 5 diamonds on your team, and that you have, you know, other qualifications that you need to meet. But you feel that I'm an emerald, I don't know if I can make that. But if you're really willing to work for that goal, then it's realistic. So don't be afraid to dream and to set big, crazy, scary goals, all right? Timely, obviously, we know that you have to attach a date to your goal so that you know what you're working towards. So I know that I've been speaking to many of you, and we were discussing, you know, Diamond, and we're setting dates, because once you set a date, and that works for your fitness as well. If you don't have a date attached to, you know, losing 5 pounds or 10 pounds or whatever it is, then you're not really going to work towards it, because you're just, you know, working aimlessly without any goals. So make sure that you're attaching a goal. And it's okay if, you know, you don't meet a goal, but at least you're really close to it by the time the date arrives. So the idea behind this is that you are going to set a date and do everything and anything in your power to work towards that goal. All right, so that's your smarts. All right, so now I'm going to share this that many of you guys have seen before. I know Melanie has, you know, shared this document with many of you guys, and this is based on a conversation that we had, and a lot of the statistics in Beachbody point that 10% of your invites enroll, and 10% of that 10% are your diamond. So someone like Bonnie Engel, who enrolled 222 coaches in 2015, right? That kind of seems crazy when you look at it. You're like, oh, wow, that's a lot of coaches. And she actually started the year as a 2-star diamond, and she finished 15 star. She finished as a superstar diamond, and she actually grew 22. She developed 22 diamonds. So 10% of the 222 coaches that she enrolled were her diamonds. So if you reverse engineer that, that means that she must have spoken to 2,222 coaches in order for her to bring in 222. So
I'm not gonna do it.
But it seems scary, right? It seems very scary when you look at 2,222 coaches. But if you do the math, it's really not that scary. We paralyze because we look at this big amount, and it's really attainable. If you take 2,222 coaches, I'm pretty sure, you know, and I may be, and I'm just assuming, I may be wrong, but I'm pretty sure she was working 7 days a week, right? We all have 52 weeks in a year. So if you divide that by 52 weeks, she was talking to 43 people in a week. If you divide that by 7, she was talking to 6 people a day. That's not a lot. You see how we break it down? And once you break it down and you reverse engineer it, it seems doable. And that's because it really is. So she was talking to 6 people every single day, the entire year, all of 2015. And that's why she ended where she ended. So I want to reverse engineer. First, we're going to do the 5 diamonds, which is the example, and then we'll do the diamond goal as well. So when I created this document, there was 48 weeks left in the year, but I believe there's less now. We obviously have 10. We have 10 months. I'm guessing we have about 40 weeks left in the year. So it's going pretty fast, right? So we're gonna base it off of 40 weeks. I may be off by a week or two. So you need 5 diamonds in 2016 in order to finish at 5 star, right? So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna take the 5 diamonds that we need, right? And we're going to base this in 40 weeks. So in order to have 5 diamonds, that means that we have to enroll 50 coaches. And in order to enroll 50 coaches, that means we have to talk to 500 individuals, right? So 500 invites, 50 enrollments, and 5 diamonds. So we're going to base it off of 40 weeks. I had based it off of 48 here, but let's say 40. So 500 invitations that we need to send out or speak to, and we're going to divide that into 40 weeks. That's 12 people, so like about 13 people a week, all right? And we're going to divide that by, I don't know, let's say you guys are working 5 or 6 days. So let's do 5, and that means that you're talking to about 3 people a day. So it's really attainable. So 3 people a day all the way through the end of the year, that's going to allow you to bring in 50 coaches. Obviously, you're going to be presenting the opportunity, right? And then you are going to be able to help 10% of that 50 enrollments, and those will be your diamonds. So that's how you reverse engineer. We're going to talk about diamond. Diamond is 12 coaches, right? You need 4 on one side, 4 on another, so 4 on your left, 4 on your right, and then you need 1 emerald here and 1 emerald here from those 4. So if you are going to do something like I did, what I did was I gave my husband one of my top spaces or spots in my organization, because I knew that I was going to be here a year later, and it'll be 2 years next month. Actually, we're in March already this month. So I knew that I wanted to give him a top spot in my organization, so I signed him up. And my brother at the time, my other brother, is, he was also finding that. Can you guys mute your phones? It's really distracting. Thanks. All right. So I'm going to go back. Sorry. So anyway, my husband we were drinking 2 bags of Shakeology. He was drinking 1. I was drinking 1. So it was simple for me to just say, well, it makes sense. He's drinking Shakeology, so am I. So his account will remain active with his bag. So I'm going to sign him up. So I signed him up. And then my brother was doing T25 with me as well. And I decided to ask him, hey, are you going to finish the program? Are you going to keep drinking Shakeology? He said, yeah, I don't see why not. I'm enjoying it right now. And I said, all right. So give me a social. I'm gonna sign you up as a coach. And he's like, what? And I'm like, look, you're gonna save money. He's like, all right. So I signed him up as a coach, and I went Emerald. Literally, I went to a training. I saw how simple it was, and we overcomplicate it. We think that Emerald is this like far away goal. It really isn't, you know, especially if people want to lose weight, you know, why not help them lose weight while saving money? And not only that, you know, we present the opportunity right away. When people start to notice that you're losing weight, when people start to notice that you are looking spectacular, the natural thing to do is they're going to want to do what you're doing. And at that point, you can tell them what you're doing and enroll them under you and earn a commission and pay for your Shakeology. When I speak to folks, I always present the opportunity one way or another, and I explain how easy it is for them to basically earn their Shakeology. They should not be paying for their bag of Shakeology. They should be paying it forward. So if you're going to do it my way, as I was saying, then you would be signing up 4 coaches on one side, 4 on the other, and then you would be building your spouse, your mother, your father, your sibling, whatever, right? Or helping another coach in your organization do what you did, which is very simple to get to Emerald. And if you are building 12 people, if you're bringing in 12 people into your organization, then let's take, for example, 1 month, because I went diamond in 5 weeks. When I made the decision to go diamond, I went diamond in 5 weeks. So let's say that we do it in the month of March. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 weeks. So we'll do 5 weeks. So take 12 individuals, right? That means that in order to sign 12 coaches into your organization, and listen, if you already have 4 people, then obviously now we're talking just 8 people, right? So let's just take 12. And that means that in order to enroll 12 coaches, you need to talk to 120 people. So you're going to divide that by 5 weeks. So 120 divided by 5 weeks. That's 24 people every week that you're talking to. And let's say you're working 6 days or 5 days a week. Depends. I'll do 5. That means that you're talking to 5 people every day. So if you are going to bring 12, then you'll get that. You'll become diamond, right? So all you have to do is talk to 5 people every single day, 5 days a week. Now, if you do 6, then it'll probably be 4 people every day. So it's very, very simple. I think the issue is that we overcomplicate it in our minds. And you know what? And I was guilty of that. I know that when I
How are you going to get it? Princess Sophia knows what you look like, and now you're up to no good. She's going to give you her amulet.
All right, so here we go again. So basically, when I decided to be diamond, I know that prior to that, it was a scary goal, and I know it might be for many of you here, but I want you to think about this. It really isn't that scary if you look at it this way, but I know that when they first asked me, it was probably like May, and I said, I'm going to be diamond in December, and my upline was like, no, that's a lot of months from today, so you can make it happen beforehand. And as I said, I made Emerald in a week, and then 5 weeks later I made diamond. So you guys can do it as well. The other thing I want to show you is the daily to-do list, right? And it really comes down to the 3 vital behaviors. I know you guys have seen this many times, and it's like beating you over the head with it again, but I promise you, this is what all the top coaches are doing in order to achieve their goals. So the first vital behavior, clearly we're in this training, you guys know that it's being product of the product, right? You're going to work out and drink your Shakeology, eat healthy. So that's something that should be a given. This is something that you should publicly be doing so people know that you are living a healthy lifestyle. The second vital behavior is personal development. This call is personal development. The book you're reading is personal development. The training you're doing is, a leadership development. You're growing yourself as a leader. So this is a given as well, right? So you're doing personal development for 20 minutes a day minimum, and then you're going to pursue knowledge, which can be these videos that we're posting. It can be something else that, you know, maybe your upline shares with you, or something else that you come across. All right. And then the final behavior is literally what you will be doing during your power hour. And if you do this, let's say you're working 5 days a week or 6 days a week, if you do these activities every single day for an hour, you will get to the goal that you set for yourself. So make sure that you're sending birthday messages. And when we say birthday messages, don't just say happy birthday, because I know personally that I remember the messages that people leave me, you know, the messages that are heartfelt, you know what I mean? Like the ones that have feeling behind it, not the happy birthday or HBD, whatever. So go in and look at whose birthdays, you know, you have every day, make that part of your power hour, and leave a message on their walls. Who doesn't like messages? Who doesn't like messages on their, you know, comments on a picture they posted, right? The other thing is connect or compliment 5 people a day. So that means that, you know, whether you are sending a text message or you're leaving a message on someone's wall, or you are sending a private message, whatever it is, or calling somebody, sending love will surely bring you love. So make sure that you're connecting with people. And this does not mean that you are inviting them to your challenge group. It has nothing to do with Beachbody. Then the other item is inviting. You got to invite 3 people, or whatever your goal is, might be 5 people to a challenge group or to the business opportunity, right? So make sure that you are inviting every day. The following one is follow up. Make sure that you are following up with the people you invited the month before or the week before, or just make sure that you're following up, that you have your funnel, you know, running smoothly. So make sure that you are following up with 3 people every single day. And then number 9 goes with number 7. It's part of the invitation process. You're going to be talking about the business opportunity. That is very, very important if you are trying to rank advance and you are trying to meet goals in your business. Finally, if you get leads, you're going to make sure to add this to your power hour. You're going to email your leads. I know that Beachbody has a training on leads, how to connect with them. And if you can go there, you can start there and also ask your upline for templates. And you're just going to follow up with them. So make sure that you add that to your power hour. And obviously, social media, adding value to social media, whether you are, using Instagram or Facebook or Twitter, whatever it is that you're using, just make sure that you are adding value, whether that's 3 to 5 times a day. And then make sure that you are adding to your contact list 3 people every single day to that contact list. Because if you are not adding to the contact list, then you are running out of people to talk to. And let's face it, we are in a relationship business. We are in a business that is people related. So if you don't have people to invite, then you don't have a business. So make sure that you are building a contact list, because when you run out of your warm market, you better have a cold market following where you're already building relationships. All right. And then finally, you're going to be checking into your team pages, challenge groups, training, and all that great stuff. And then weekly, you're going to be adding 2 ideal coach attraction posts, 1 business post, and 1 challenge group invite, which, this training has been teaching you how to do. So that's basically what we wanted to talk or touch upon in terms of goal setting. If you feel that you were stuck or you didn't know what the next step should be, just break it into pieces, divide the amount of people that you need to, talk to into the amount of time that you want to achieve that goal, and then you will get there. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen. I think I lost you guys. let me know if you have any questions before I pass it on to Melanie. Anyone? And I'll share the documents with you guys in the team page. No questions? All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna post it in the team page, and I want everyone to jot down what their goal is, the time frame, and I want you to reverse engineer it, and I want you guys to share it in the team page. All right? Cool. All right, Melanie.
Gabby, when is the due date on that?
What's today? Thursday? I mean, it shouldn't take you guys that long to reverse engineer. I think what's going to probably take you a little longer is probably processing the goal. So I would say, and you know, and I think what's important is for you guys to attach that why, right? Make sure that you have a why attached to it, because I don't want to see just any goal, because I can easily do that in like 2 seconds. I can say I want to be, you know, a 15-star, and then I can just reverse engineer it. But it needs to mean something to you guys. So I want to see the reason that you went for that goal, and I want to see how you reverse engineer it. So I would say, is a week too long? What do you think? What's today?
No, we'll be done in a week. It's done due Sunday. I say due Sunday. I mean, honestly, and like, I don't want to sound, what would be the word? Insensitive, but you guys kind of already know what you want. Yeah. And it's a matter of just sitting down and figuring out how do I get there? And we can put the copy. Wait, did you say that the copies of these plans? I know you said you're uploading something.
I'll upload it. I haven't put it up. I'll upload it after the call.
Do you have, I know you have that one that I created for Elite. Do you have the diamond one as well?
No, because the thing with the diamond is, we have to count the weeks, right? So with the elite, obviously we know we have until the end of the year, and it really isn't until the end of the year, because there's that qualification period, right? So if you want to hit elite, you gotta go towards I think it's November you start qualification. I'll show you actually the calendar. So there's dates that we have to abide by that are Beachbody dates. So with the elite, then you have to be conscious about that.
Yeah.
And then there's more to it. It's not just, you know, bringing in 5 diamonds, but it's about points and, you know, earning the elite points and making sure your people are duplicating what you're doing and hitting Success Club. But if it's a diamond goal, I think that's something
I think most people in this group are leaning towards diamond first, with the exception of CeeLo. I don't know who else in your group. My
brother's a diamond. Anna's a diamond.
Anna, yeah.
And Rudy and Wendy, but Wendy is signing up under Rudy soon this month, so she's gonna work towards that. So yeah,
who's going for 5-star elite for sure from the group?
Right. Well, that's something that they have to determine if they.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you knew. Got it. Okay.
Well, I know my people. Oh wait, I am.
By your people.
Hang on, I lost you. Oh Jesus. Where are you guys? Here you go. But I don't want to put people on the spot. I want them to share.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
So,
that's okay.
But in terms of elite, you know, obviously they know the dates. The ones that we discuss elite with, they know when the qualification starts and blah blah blah. But with diamond, I feel that they have to set a date first and determine whether that's 5 weeks, right? Whether it's for the month of March or whether they're doing it in 2 months. That's something that it's a personal decision that they have to make, and then divide that by the amount of people that they need. So I know that some people already have 4 coaches, some people already have 6 coaches, you know, 5 coaches, whatever it is, and they just have to work towards the remaining coaches that they need to bring on. So I don't know, everyone's situation. I know my coach's situation. I know that you know yours, but that's something that they have to do as an assignment, and it'll be good because I'm visual. So once I see it, I'm like, oh, this is so, it's not that hard to do. I just need to talk to this amount of people if I'm trying to meet it by, 4 weeks or whatever.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, I'll post the sample. The sample that I have is 48 weeks. It's the same. I know the answer to that question. I figured it out.
Okay.
It's the other question that I just asked you. But anyways, I created the diamond breakdown the same day that I created the elite one. So I can post it.
Did you create it for the end of the year? No.
I created it for Kari, Judy, and Monica, and I think it was Julissa for the diamond retreat. So it was 17 weeks. It was a 17-week plan.
So
because
they're
going for qualification May 25th, right, Kari? May 25th? Yeah.
Okay.
So, but that's fine. All right. Well, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys to get a piece of paper and pen because you're going to need it. And I'm going to get a timer. So here it is. So I know that as Gabby spoke about, recruiting these many people, especially for those that are going for big goals like 2-star or 5 stars. And, any goal, honestly, even going for diamond can be nerve-wracking. I know for me it was when I was recruiting. But it's one of those things where you sit in front of your computer and you're like, who do I talk to? Who do I share this great opportunity with? And I know your heart is passionate for what we do, but you still don't know where to start. So let's do this. This is something that helped me when I was going for diamond. And I was talking to Gabby today in our Success Partnership phone call, and I'm like, Gabby, we really need to, and when I say we as leaders, a new coach camp is something that we need to have people do the memory jogger. I remember when I did the memory jogger, and to me, it was amazing. It was like, oh yeah. People just kept coming to mind. So I am going to show you guys, I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you guys the memory jogger. Can everybody see this? Yes? Can someone give me a thumbs up?
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, so I am going to, there's different parts to it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the first page, and I'm going to have a timer on, and we're all going to do this. So I'm actually going to do it. I need to update my list. So I just decided, and I'm in Puerto Rico now, and I'm in a new place, and just whole new different season in my life, I say. So pull out all your notebooks and or paper and pen. And I'm going to go ahead and time us in the first page where it says mother, father, this, that, but 3 minutes. Just start writing people that come to mind. And I'm going to give you some pointers real quick. Babysitters, go back to even the one you may have had in another state, like Judy, for example. When we talk about casual acquaintances, think of maybe you have a brother who has friends that you barely talk to. Put them on that list. Like, who cares? Put everybody and anybody that comes to mind, even if it sounds nerve-wracking. And if you think you could never talk to that person, for whatever XYZ reason, trust me, there will be a reason. Things could come up. Through Facebook, there's so many ways you can start conversations by just things that they post with a status, pictures, anything. So I know you probably already started, but I'm still starting my timer right now. So first page, go right ahead. Okay. You can continue this part later on if you feel like you have more. I'm going to post this memory jogger in the group. So next, and we don't have to keep doing this. I just kind of want to explain it so you can see the possibilities of all the people that you can possibly have in your contact list. So obviously we know this Facebook. If you don't know how to download your Facebook list, it says my connection's stable. Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I already posted in the Facebook, I think almost about 2 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. I posted how to download your Facebook contact list. If you need it again, let me know and I'll post it again. But it's one of those things where you have lists and rosters everywhere. And I thought it was, when I first saw this, I thought it was cool how the whole wedding invite list, I literally went back to the knots. That's where I did all my wedding stuff. And I went back and I looked at my list. Like, this kind of just opened up my eyes. So if you have lists anywhere, by all means, use them. And then think of people who just need it, and these are good pain points to keep in mind for people where, people that want to get in shape, they want to get healthy, they need to pay debt, credit cards, a house, this, that. People that don't like their jobs, watch for those people that are constantly complaining on Facebook when it's a Monday. I love sitting on Facebook and scrolling. I don't scroll much on Facebook, but Monday's the one day I like to see who hates their job. And those people are on my list. Trust me when I tell you. So take 10 minutes on Monday mid-morning and just scroll through your Facebook and see who complains that it's Monday. I promise you it works because I've seen it. And I've reached out to people. Let's see. And just other people you might know. And this is more categories that go way beyond, church-related organizations and things like that. So this will be on the page as soon as we get off the call. And you're going to see here, it even has by states. And I think for people that are, Judy, for you, definitely, you've been everywhere around the states. It might help you too. So yeah, that is basically what I wanted to share with you guys. Reason being that sometimes we feel we don't know who we want to invite or who we should invite. But in fact, we do have a lot more people than what we actually think. So I hope it helps. I hope it will help you guys invite and just get to your goal. So go ahead, Gabby. Where is she? Oh.
I'm here. Okay, so I just needed to open my Google Doc. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, or when we started the call, that we're done on Sunday. We're done with the 3 Vital Behaviors training. So the next training is going to be a push to diamond, which I know many of you are already doing right now. So if you are already in a push to diamond, this does not pertain to you. However, if you are in a push to diamond and feel like you've already fallen behind, then this is your opportunity to just start fresh with us. And we're going to start as of Monday, March 7th. And this push to diamond is going for 5 weeks. It's 5 days a week. And you have to be truly committed to it because there's a lot of information that, and it's not going to be the usual push to diamond where, they're going to talk to you about how to get to diamond. No, it's not about, it's really strategic. It's going to be about placement. It's going to be about your avatar. It's going to be about elevating you, really, how to be a leader. So it's not the usual type of training that you used to. It has nothing to do with your vital behaviors. That's a given. You guys should know what you should be doing on a daily basis in order to grow your business. This is just going to take you to the next level. So this push to diamond, as I said, it's going to go for 5 weeks. It's going to start on March 7th. And what we're doing is that we find is very what's the word I'm looking for? That other leaders have done and that it's been successful is that what they do is that they have an entry fee, and the entry fee is going to be utilized to purchase gifts or a big gift. And the people who achieve diamond by the end of the 5 weeks, we will throw your names into a raffle, and depending if it's 1 gift, 2 gifts, whatever. We haven't decided what the gifts are going to be because it depends on the amount of money that we raise for the push. So the entry fee is going to be $25. I know that Melanie and myself are also going to throw in $25 towards the pot so that we have more money, so that there is an incentive. And quite honestly, that's just like an extra incentive, because getting to diamond should be an incentive of its own, right? Because it's bringing your business to the next level. Let's see. So let me tell you what the requirements are. So because as we discussed before, some people might already have a couple of diamonds under them. So in order to qualify for the pool, you have to have sponsored four new active coaches by the time, let me see what the date would be. So it's 5 weeks. So March 7th, 14th, 21, 28th, and April 4th. So you would have to be an active diamond by Thursday the 7th. Okay, by Thursday, April 7th. So that means that you would have to have sponsored 4 new active coaches, all right, in your account or a controlled account. So for example, let's say that, I don't know, Melanie, let's say, wanted to build her husband. So that means that if she gets him to diamond, she would have to have sponsored 4 new active coaches in his account, because she can control that account. Assisted at least 1 new coach to advance to emerald. It cannot be someone who was an emerald before, lost rank, and then you help them get back to emerald. It has to be a new coach that advanced to emerald, someone that has never been an emerald before. And same scenario, it can be in your account or a controlled account, and paid diamond or 1-star qualifying diamond coach. So that would qualify you for to be in the pool. Any questions? We're going to be putting up the FAQs in the group so that if you have any questions that maybe are not popping up right now, then you can definitely look through the FAQs and see if the answer is there. If it's not, please post it in the page, but you have us now. So if you have any questions, please let us know. I know that Melanie will also be posting the application, the WUFU application, so that you can apply. There will be an application. And then also the, how are you collecting the money again?
I'm going to,
Is it going to be through PayPal?
Yeah, I'm going to be sending you guys my email address with instructions to send it to the friends and family through PayPal.
All right.
So, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
Yeah, so who would be participating?
I know
Hold on, let me.
people here that are already in the push, so.
Huh?
I said I know that there's people, like Kim is in the push, Wendy's in the push, Gladys, Anna, and CeeLo.
Okay. I know from my girls, Judy's gonna be doing it in Gotti. Right, girls? You guys doing the push diamond? Oh.
I actually have a question. So for those of us that are not diamond, we have to sponsor our 8, right? Let's start from the very, very beginning. If we are not even at emerald, if we are just walking in, we would have to sponsor 8. Hi, Gabby.
Yes.
Once we start ranking and advancement, then it's still the same procedure to get to emerald. What you said about the 4 new active coaches, those are only for the ones that are diamond already?
So that's for no. So that's actually for everyone. So for example, if you're a new coach just entering and have no one under you, right? Let's say you have no coach, you're not an emerald, then obviously you have to get to diamond, right? Because that's the goal. So you have to be so this is not just getting the 4 coaches and then the 1 emerald, it's being a diamond. So basically everyone has to be a paid diamond by the time April 7th comes. But if you didn't have anyone, then you have to have all 12 coaches or whatever. But if you had 2 coaches, then now you need 10 coaches. So it really depends on where you are. But to make it fair, we're going to, because if you're able to help one person get to emerald, you know how to do it one time, you can repeat it again. So basically that's why we said one emerald at least, if you already had an emerald. So 1 emerald and 4 active coaches and also be a paid. So it's the 3 criterias really.
Okay, Kari has a question, so I'm going to answer it. Because in my team, we're on the qualifications right now for a retreat. So she wants to know, I guess to answer her question, so I guess she wants to know how would this affect the diamond retreat qualification. It doesn't. The pressure at this point is, in order for you to qualify for this pot, you have to meet these qualifications first, basically. Because what's the date that you said, Gabby? May what?
April 7th. So they start
They have to rank by
March
April 7th.
Right. And then they just have to be
so it's basically becoming diamond in 5 weeks.
Right. So becoming diamond in 5 weeks, and for some of you might be becoming 1-star diamond in 5 weeks if you're already a diamond. So 1-star qualifying.
Got it. Does that make sense, Judy?
Right.
Yeah.
So because the recording is going to be up and not everyone is on the call, I want to reiterate the assignments. So the first one is the reverse engineering your goal using the documents that we're posting in order to share your goal and why you want to achieve it, and obviously by when, right? So obviously reverse engineering means that you're putting a date to it. The second one is Melanie, the memory jogger.
Mm-hmm.
Completing that and sharing a picture of the amount of people that you got out of it. And that really is helpful because we all have to be working from a list. And finally, for those folks that are interested in participating that are not in a Push to Diamond group, this is your opportunity to help you elevate to that rank and elevate to that leadership level, because that is the leadership level. Because once you get to Diamond, it's not about you anymore. It's about your team. And also for those individuals that are in the push and, the Team Eagle push and feel like they have already fallen behind, then make sure that that if this is your opportunity to opt out of that one and come into this one, if you feel like you're completely lost. If you are, on point, I'm super excited, really proud of you guys. If you feel like you can catch up, even better. But this is just the second option if that's the route you want to take. All right.
Okay. So when would they have to let us know about this push if they're gonna?
Yes. So the date we start on the 7th. So I would say, in order for us to announce the amount, so it should be by.
I guess.
By Saturday, so that we can have.
We would have to pay $25 by Saturday, but we need to we need to open a separate group for that because I know not everyone's gonna participate in the push. So we're not even using the skin in the game group, right? Or do we just kick everybody out that's not doing it? How are we going to go about that? We're opening a separate group, I'm assuming, just for those that are committing.
We can do that.
Yeah. So we need to know, I need just some answers. Sometime this week, let us know if it's something that you're interested in doing. Like Gabby said, we're committing. I'm doing the push myself. I know she's already doing it with Team Eagle, but I'm doing it with you guys. Because my goal is to, to create a new diamond in my organization, like me, like if I was a new coach every quarter. So this is my opportunity to do that. So, do you guys have any questions, any comments, anything that wasn't answered? No? Okay. Well, thank you guys. You guys are awesome. Your commitment is amazing. The fact that you're still here 2 rounds later, you started off with a lot of you started off with us in the Bring the Bling, and you're here now, and I know a lot of you are either already committed with Team Eagle or will commit again, or will commit for the first time for this push to diamond. The fact that you're still pushing tells me that you're definitely a leader, and I know you may not have the rank, but you definitely have the character because you're here. So I'm proud of you all.
That's right.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Good night, guys. Get some rest.
Bye. Night.
Bye.
Bye.